Military jets flew in formation over the marble monuments of Washington, D.C., and over a hospital in Baltimore in a symbolic salute to doctors, nurses, hospital workers, and others on the front lines fighting the pandemic. Despite the ceremony, health workers in many parts of the country say shortages of personal protective equipment continue. In a hopeful sign for hard-hit New York City, the last COVID-19 patients were discharged from a convention center that had been converted into an emergency hospital. The Javits Center treated more than 1,000 people with the disease. And the U.S. Navy hospital ship Comfort, its services no longer needed, sailed out of New York Harbor. Despite the glimmerings of hope, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said the virus continues to steal hundreds of lives in the state each and every day.
That number has remained obnoxiously and terrifyingly high, and it's still not dropping at the rate we would like to see it drop.
This is what freedom looks like.
In California, where Governor Gavin Newsom has ordered all beaches closed, protesters complained about not being able to swim, sunbathe, and surf. They are in the minority. A new poll shows 70% of California residents approve of Newsom's actions in controlling the pandemic. While President Trump headed off to Camp David for the weekend, the White House announced late Friday that it would replace the government inspector general who wrote a critical report on the Trump administration's response to the outbreak. The report said the administration failed to coordinate distribution of desperately needed medical equipment.
Well, I think it's a beginning.
Seeking to stifle criticism from nonpartisan experts fits a pattern of behavior for Trump.
The data shows.
He has also refused to allow the government's chief infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, to testify before a committee of the Democratic-controlled House of Representatives next week. Rob Reynolds, Aljazeera.